Happy 4th, Heather. I want my chat to be positive. I'm doing fine. Just got done doing dishes. Now I'm just relaxing. We were going to grill out, but it's too hot. I know you're not, Heather, but there's a lot of people that likes to bash me.
I woke up on 6, I didn't see nothing. Not proud of you.
Who cares if you're proud of me or not?
I'll be very proud of you if you pop off the fire real quick.
Oh.
AI built for business. IBM.
The T-Mobile Home Run Derby, Monday, July 14th on ESPN.
Rise is so close, but the
See what I had to do to Roxy? See what I had to do to her? She was licking Mom's open room, so I just moved her to the other side. Can they find her? That was sweet. I didn't do it. Did you find what's going on with you already? Nothing yet.
this.
There's a wrestling show going on at 1 o'clock. We'll be watching it on there. American Game.
That's a lot of inviting. Airwick. Always fragrant, always inviting.
Oh, I will tonight, Tammy. We're going to shoot up fireworks.
What's up, everyone? Shaquille Max Rudy here.
Hey,
And
Paige.
you know who this is. He is the former AEW World Champion. And he might be once again if he challenges John Moxley in the main event of AEW All in Texas
That's good.
on July 12th. Don't ask RJ City why they call him the Hangman. Adam Page, how are you, sir?
Howdy, I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. What time is it over there?
We're going to
1 o'clock.
cook inside and then we'll do some fireworks
Good
tonight.
morning. Nice to see you. Your wife's plants
That's
are looking beautiful behind you.
What we're doing, Heather.
I told you that, sir, my wife does the flanks inside, so I don't know what's happening here.
Too hot outside the grill. That's what we wanted to do, but ain't gonna.
So after this, I might do something. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. We're gonna have to.
What movie is that, Heather, that you gotta catch up on?
Okay, fine. Let's start there. Because someone needed your help. I told you to put a fan Q&A. There's so many gardening questions. I'm sorry I can't get to all of them. This man and his poor wife are having trouble growing their broccoli and their tomatoes. Do you have any tips?
No, not at all. No, see, the thing is, I don't know shit, right? I just have Google like everybody else. I don't actually know it. I don't know why you think I would. I'm a professional wrestler. I don't know anything about gardening. No, I Google it. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, I'm glad to see some of them are alive. My wife keeps trying to get into more. She wants more plants in the house, but everything she touches just dies to death. And I'm really
I've learned to do light. You have to get.
We have no light in our house.
Not even.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's not my life. It is what it is. Okay, let's talk a little bit about AEW. I promise you guys we will circle back to the garden, but I do have a job I need to go. Dave, 4 o'clock, I'll be there.
Are you planning cooking? for the sport, Heather?
You in this position because I think for a while now the fans.
For you and your daughter to enjoy
One of the things
while
that
watching
AEW is always
movies?
leaning into is a sort of rotating cast. But I think for a while now, a lot of fans have identified Hangman Adam Page as the main character of AEW. How does it feel to have the promotion once again sort of identify you as that and put you in this big spot heading into the biggest show of the year?
Yeah, I did not expect to be in this position. As hard as I have tried for, I don't know, it's been 3 years. And I haven't gotten here. This is our biggest show in the U.S. ever, in North America ever, and I'll be headlining it. And, I intend to win the World Championship. So that's the kind of thing that I've tried to work towards, for the past 3 years since I lost the championship. And to be honest, there's a lot of times where
I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July
big
too.
opportunities, these big moments. And a lot of that boils down to me, who I was deciding to be. And that kind of attitude that I had did not lead me to these kind of opportunities. So, well, maybe actually in this case, fortunately, because now I do have and in some weird way, all that.
I don't. My husband and youngest son does.
Lewis, who was the Hangman that maybe didn't see himself deserving these opportunities?
You like horror movies?
At my lowest?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah. This is something fun to talk about with someone you've never met.
I'm so sorry, I know. You kind of gave the opening, and I just dove in with the rest of the band.
Yeah, we're doing fireworks tonight.
Yeah, but I mean, my life is
Staying close to home.
On television all over the world, so that's what we're here for. Causing ultimately at my hands the retirement of fallen angel Christopher Anderson. Yeah, that's maybe the loss because he's someone that as a kid I hate to age him. But as a kid, I watched him. I grew up watching him. I looked up to him, as a wrestler. I met him when I was 19 the first time, and we wrestled at the Whitworth National Guard Armory. We were booked on a Saturday, wrestled on a Sunday.
We're just doing small ones.
And I met him when I was 19 there, and he was so kind and treating me with
We
such
just
respect.
get what we can afford.
As people, as humans, we all deserve that. He didn't necessarily have to go out of his way in the way that he did to make me, feel confident in myself that, I had a place in wrestling. Could carve out something, so I could be something in the way that he was.
We were going to grill out, but it's too hot. Just going to cook inside and then.
Are you still making all your hot bacon?
He may have signed an AEW contract before I did.
Hot dogs
He
and
did them on January 1st.
patties.
I got chicken too. You said.
Yeah, that's gonna be too much.
His retirement.
And Grandma's bringing over macaroni salad.
She'll hang out with us today, I guess.
It was going to happen at some point.
I'll be eating my own macaroni salad from the fridge.
That's
The
fine.
way time works. But it came sooner than it should have, could have, because of me. And that's something that I was, I'm very.
I talked always about these game Q&As and the level of reception they get there from person to person. This is probably one of the most intense feedbacks I've gotten sometimes. Why do you think there is such a change between you and the AEW audience? Because they love that.
I don't know. I try not to spend too much time thinking about it. That's for them. That's for them to decide. Whoever, if you're watching wrestling, whoever,
Not here. It's going to be hot. We're not doing soup. Hot dogs, hamburger patties, and my mom's bringing over homemade macaroni salad.
I don't know.
Did you ask her about this or you?
Yeah, I already talked to her.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not an answer that's come from me yet.
Very rarely will I actually just a real specific question word for word, but I thought this one was really eloquent, so I'm going to give a shout out to user Mr. Finch, who's also the principal, so it's one of the things. And he was talking about your villainous runs, heel runs, and what he wrote was, Hangman has always been very inclusive. in that
Splash.
situation. How much of a challenge has it been?
That's
for him
none
to
of your
be a bad
business
guy
what I
without
do.
following just some of the less open-minded tropes of wrestling heels or usually some heel runs? Like, you know, you don't belittle, demean the audience. You're not out there calling people.
Splash have a good port.
How intentional is it for you? To
There's no
reflect
disrespecting
who you
people
are
on here.
presenting a more villainous character?
This is my life. You don't like it,
You are principled.
you can leave.
I think probably in wrestling, there's someone that you watch on TV every week that you come to have, you know, this kind of relationship with.
I stay clean and healthy.
It's always important to me to.
I don't do anything to get dirty.
What I'm giving you is genuine, it's true, it's real. And there's certain
I showered yesterday.
things about me that even at my lowest, I don't.
I'm limited in what I can do due to my injury in my leg.
There's nothing for it.
Enough talking about it.
These aren't necessarily conscious like decisions. You know, I did something to that.
Yeah, I can answer the good questions. I'm not answering the bad ones.
So whatever you take from what comes out, you know, like the question earlier, there's always to you as a viewer. But I've just tried to be me, for better or worse, you know,
What was going through your mind when one of your recently graduating students asked if you could move in together to both live at home?
You know, probably inappropriate.
You made the right
But
call.
she had a point. Because I just finished college. I moved home. I was still living with my parents when I started teaching.
Because people have to take showers every day.
This was my very first semester, actually. I think she graduated midway through the year in December, so I've been living there for 5 months or something like that. So she had a point. But yeah, probably wholly.
That
Shouldn't do
I'm not answering that question.
Pass, but this question was like,
No rude comments on here.
oh, she's wrong.
Not talking about my shirt, not talking when I take showers. Positive vibes on here. You can't be that way, then
Challenging about
please
it.
leave. Or you will be blocked.
You know, I felt that I had worked so hard for so long to win the world championship. And
I'm not overweight,
you know, my vision.
so I have nothing to worry about.
But I guess I probably did not take.
Because if I was overweight, my doctor would have told me.
The week after, the month after. That is a different challenge. You know, there's a different kind of drive the person you have to win something as opposed to hold it and keep it. You know, I think that's maybe the main difference, and I feel that this time around in challenging for the world championship, you know, I kind of understand that difference a bit more, having been here before. So should I win at all, you know, I've got maybe a different approach this time.
What would, same line of questioning, but what would you say is the mission statement for the second run? How do you want it to be defined, or at least how do you want to approach your second reign as champion?
You know, I don't want to put the horse in front of the cart. Is that the same? I think that's just how it goes.
You're the cowboy, so you don't
According to the medical charts.
I think that's how it goes.
Well, I don't think you're a doctor. I'll go by what my doctor says, not what you say.
Okay.
I'll
But
bring another comment
you know,
right
the
now.
world championship now has been hidden inside of a briefcase for the better part of a
Give
year.
me a woman, so I'm not gonna have it.
You know, I think back about the way that wrestling felt for me when AW was beginning, you know, before it was a thing. And then in the early days when it was fresh, it was new, it was exciting. And the sense that we were all working towards a common goal, right? Creating the most interesting, compelling, exciting wrestling TV that there was and would be. And I think, AEW still has managed to be that throughout these 5 or 6 years now. But the World Championship was a physical manifestation of those things for me. And not just, about wrestling, but about, humanity as a whole, how we treat each other. So, should I win it, I would want to carry it with those things in mind, with those feelings that I had the onset of this company in mind and try
I
to
don't
make
know
sure
why they're
that
sending me frogs.
while holding that championship,
But I like
live up to
frogs.
those ideals.
They don't bother me.
Pro wrestling is, is a cyclical industry, right? There are peaks and there are dips and there are ebbs and flows in between. And one of the things I found most compelling about AEW 2020 and 2025 is I feel like at the same time that fans are becoming more receptive to some of the directions the promotion is going, the venues that are being selected, how loud and exciting it is. And
Yeah, they are cool.
it's kind of happening at
They're
the
cool
same
when they
time
hop
that
around and they
Hangman Adam
make that
Page
rivet
is
sound.
working his way back into this world title.
I have no problems with frogs.
I guess, as someone who's been with the company since day one, how does it feel to be in this upwards trajectory at the same time that it feels like this groundswell of support is reinvigorated for AEW?
It very much does feel like, for me personally, in my experience with Tubi, a lot of the same kind of magic of those first few weeks and months of AEW. Because the things I was talking about earlier, the sense of wanting to work together to work on and to make something good, exciting, new, fun, and fresh. The trajectory has felt upwards, and I'm just
You're a troll. You're gone.
You're reading some comments, be gone.
Zero following, 0 followers, gone.
I know I haven't.
Not dealing with that.
It wouldn't exist. It wouldn't exist. I have friends and stuff, from like when I was young, living at home and stuff, that obviously I keep in touch with and hang out with and stuff like that. But as far as like having moved to a new city and stuff like that, yeah, I probably wouldn't know anyone. I wouldn't have to call. And it's funny too, is like, granted, our travel schedule is uniquely fantastic. And that normally I can leave, I'll leave here in a couple hours, and I'll be home by lunchtime on Thursday. Like, that's my typical work. But I leave home so often that when I get home, I don't go anywhere. I'll be at home because I've been gone. And then, obviously, she's going to have the different minds that she's got, crazy things, kids that lets it go. That just walked in the door. But yeah, it's not for her. I would know old friends and work friends.
You'd be sitting in a blank room talking to a stranger over Zoom, no plans to brighten up the scenery.
I would be. This is not really,
I like dogs too.
this is not a good representation of my own house.
I like dogs more than I like cats. I get along with cats.
I believe you can't have children drop with belts on. As we begin to wrap up here, back to the fan Q&A.
What's in that water bottle? Water and
Tell me about your memories
grape,
of being the 2018
sugar-free juice packet. Put it in there and shake it up.
That was one of the first times I felt like I got to be a part of something that, was historic, that had prestige. Like, it was an honor to get to
They're
be
not
a part
open.
of something that I remember like reading about when I was a kid, like this prestigious tournament.
The 4th of July, they're not
It was
open.
grueling, it's tough, because you are either wrestling a singles match that might go 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then a long-ass bus ride, then you might have like a tag the next day, but then you're right back to the singles again, and the expectations are so high, from fans and, of yourself, the expectations are so high. But, it felt like halfway through, at least for me, felt like, oh yeah, the points aren't necessarily all there, but like I'm hanging, I'm doing well. So like that was a big confidence builder, in what I could do too. And like without having, I don't want to say the crutch of being in America, it's a place that I was in a place I was completely unfamiliar with. I'd not been visiting Japan very long at that point. So to be, in a foreign place with a lot of people I didn't know that well, really outside of my comfort zone, and to perform at least pretty well, was a big confidence builder.
So let's hit these rapid fires. First, from one curly-haired user to curly-haired former world champ. What is the secret to keeping the curls looking so perfect?
Do I watch the news? Sometimes I do.
So much left.
I have news break that comes on my phone all the time.
Because you don't want to give away the secrets, or because you really truly don't know?
Like I tell you that.
Give me your
Not
favorite-
yet. They're talking about it.
History fun
I
fact.
just don't know
God,
when.
oh, I don't know. I don't know. So I was a teacher. I didn't teach history.
We could use the
I
rain.
know. I was like, I know
It's
you.
hot and muggy here.
Insisted on asking you this question.
Yeah, I did well in history in school, but once I was done, like it was out of my brain. History fun
Interview
facts.
for what?
I don't know. These I can't give you. I don't have a good one. Sorry. It's a lame
What do
one.
you miss most about teaching?
What I miss most, just the people, I feel like any job that you have, even if the job itself sucks, if you, and not the teaching bit, but the people, the relationships that you create at that place is sort of more important than the work itself a lot of times. That's what teaching's about, whether it's with like people that I worked with, teachers, administration, back with kids, they were great. It was a cool experience to get to, be a small part of it.
Last one on the rapid fires. Favorite and most annoying plants in the garden?
Most annoying thing is that the shed is everywhere. I live on like an acre and a half, and I probably expect at least half an acre in the back is just covered with ivy. I've gotten off most of the trees, just looking at the whole thing.
Oh.
But on the ground, it's added up like this thick. And
No,
you can't
we're not
see
doing it on here.
You can't just pull it down, it comes right back up. You have to manually pull it out.
Talk about the Lord, Savior, Christ.
Amen.
I fully intend to one day when I have the time and energy get out there and pull everything up and burn it. But even half an acre, like, it may be impossible. I don't know. I might be setting myself up to do something literally impossible, but I will try. That's least favorite. Most favorite. This may be a seasonal answer, but my bottle brush buckeye looks fantastic right now.
No, you cannot have those pictures.
It's my favorite because it's doing this, not because it's like actually my favorite plant, but it's doing so good. And it's got these tall, conical white flowers growing from it, like it just started to really bloom. Looks incredible. I'll put a picture.
Okay, I'm just going to steal an extra minute of your time. I apologize. I do want to get your take on this story. I saw a Reddit post about a guy whose neighbor put in a large spotlight going directly into his bedroom window. Guy could not sleep, went over politely, brought a 6-pack of beers. Like, hey man, would it be possible to remove that? Guy says, sure. Next day won't do it, won't answer his calls, won't answer his door. This goes on for months. I want to ask you, appropriate or petty response? A homie plants a bunch of bamboo right on the edge of his fence, and so the roots start growing into the neighbor's lawn, his yard. And eventually, not only does it block out the spotlight, but his neighbor can't see anything because his entire garden is taken over by bamboo. That can't be removed because it technically starts on this guy's side of the property. Petty or inappropriate?
That's not a.
Or
What
appropriate
soda?
I won't comment on the legality because I don't know. I would be curious, right? The rules.
I don't drink
My
soda.
first thought would be just get blackout shades, right? That's easiest. Had it been a different, more beneficial or native plant that could have screened the light out, sure, I'd say that's great. Bamboo, man, go to now. So, I will have to side, unfortunately, with the light guy. If I had to pick, he's wrong, but bamboo is worse than a light. So, yeah, get some blackout shades.
I don't drink.
Blackout
And I
shades.
don't
Shit,
drive.
I don't know why the lights. I don't. Actually, the other house that we did live at, we had a neighbor that had a backdoor spotlight that lit up our blackout shades. It's easy.
Good afternoon.
How deep? Last question, I'll let you go here, Hangman. How deep is your poetry knowledge? I've seen you drop some.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Shout
Nope.
All right, I'll ask you a simpler question then. First AEW World Title.
Do I drink Kool-Aid?
First World
My
Title,
juice packet
second
is
World
kind of
Title.
like
Can you just,
Kool-Aid.
in a sentence, describe
It's
what
sugar-free.
your first were?
in a sentence, Chris Jericho, Hangman was trying.
I'm not answering no rude comments.
If it's Kenny, Hangman did it. this go around, Hangman will win it and hold it and carry it.
Hangman Adam Page.
I know my sisters.
AEW All In on July 12th in Texas. Biggest US AEW crowd in history. If there's anything you want to leave the people with, the floor is yours now.
Just,
I have to. I have high blood pressure. I'm on pills for the rest of my life for it.
There's some people who like showing clothes online. What time is it? Okay, what's the clock? Let's go.
When you're secretly proud of how loud you farted.
My doctor don't know. That's why I'm on high blood pressure
Most
pills.
of us have a complicated relationship with social media. Some of us are nostalgic for times
My pills are working.
while others have never known life without it. Some of us are able to build careers using just our phones, while others don't understand the purpose of shouting opinions into the void. But despite our personal feelings for it, social media has the ability to let people leave a legacy and a lasting impact, or a ghostly reminder of what once was. Join us for today's episode as we examine missing persons cases with weird social media posts.
No. That's not the case.
Sierra Lamar. Sierra Lamar was just 15 when she disappeared from Morgan Hill, California. On the morning of March 16, 2012, at around 6 a.m., she left her home in the area of Santa Teresa Avenue to walk to the bus stop and catch the bus to Ann Sobrato High School. She and her mother had recently moved to Morgan Hill. Prior to this,
No,
Sierra
I don't have high
Lamar,
cholesterol.
California, as her parents had recently divorced, and the teen was now living with
I like
her
how
mother
people
and her
guess
mother's
what's
boyfriend.
going on with me.
Sierra was due that morning to catch the 7:35 bus. She was last heard from when she messaged a friend at 7:11 a.m., and the pair agreed to meet before class started. The 15-year-old never turned up to the prearranged meeting place and subsequently failed to attend her classes. Her mother learned of Sierra's absence when the school alerted her to it later that day via email around 6 p.m. Frustrated,
What are you guys doing for the 4th?
when investigators began looking into Sierra's disappearance, they discovered that there were no witnesses who could place her on the bus, and there was no CCTV to indicate where she had gone. By all accounts, Sierra had vanished somewhere between leaving the house and the bus stop. The following day, however, a new clue was found. The teen's mobile phone was located at an intersection about 2 miles from her house. The device was intact, and it appeared as if it had been thrown from the vehicle. Then, on the 18th, a pink handbag was discovered, abandoned by the side of the road in a cactus field, about 2 miles from the bus stop and 1 mile from where her phone was located. It was a Juicy branded item and had belonged to Sierra, even containing some of her clothing, including a top and a pair of jeans. Prosecutors would later state that the clothing had dirt stains on it and smelled like human urine. No further evidence of Sierra was found after this. Law enforcement, accompanied by volunteers, searched the area around her home and the bus stop. By all accounts, the terrain was difficult to navigate. It was filled with fields, hills, reservoirs, ravines, thick brush, and wooded areas. As well as looking for Sierra herself, searchers were instructed to keep an eye out for anything that appeared odd and out of place, and anything that may indicate a crime.
This looks like fun.
Investigators believe they were
I'm on
investigating
live.
a simple missing persons case.
Yeah.
That looks like fun for the 4th of July. Lighting off fireworks off the front cattle guard.
On the side of the road.
The cattle guard.
More and more likely that something sinister is afoot.
Gemini, what you want to know?
Nagging headaches? The all-new Sealy Posturepedic. When you feel the support, that's the
Eventually, that Suburban's getting
your body
cattle guard.
where you need it. Stop stressing, start sleeping with Slumberland's 365 night sleep guarantee.
And
Now's the time for a great deal of new
when I get those new wheels and tires, I'll probably take them over to,
It's time to take an adventure.
what's it, downtown, over by the laundromat.
Oh,
Forensic specialists looked into
Where
Sierra's
Gage
mobile
did,
phone and
took-
personal computer.
Where
But
Shop
this
took
revealed not the police.
the,
She wasn't speaking to anyone. She shouldn't
little,
have.
it took a little
Wasn't
red
dabbling
too,
in anything
because he was
in
putting
danger, and she didn't
tires
appear
on
to be
Big Red.
looking to run away.
the one on off of Main Street?
Still online today.
Grab tires?
Yeah. Into the mind of a 15-year-old
I'll see how much, well, I'll go around and see how much it is to mount and balance tires.
Posted at 1:23 a.m. on the morning of March 16th. Who, just a month after she heard it, hopes
I heard
to
you.
make their way onto her account and tweet an explicit message. The post was quickly deleted, and the police later confirmed it to be a hoax.